Hello, guys. I'm Lisa.
And I'm Natasha.
And we were wondering.
Are you free for coffee?
Welcome.
Hey, guys.
Okay, y'all. If you have not been watching Ted Lasso, what the hell are you doing with your life?
Okay, guys. And most of you all are like, I was up until recently. And you're like, no, everyone's talking about this crap. I don't want to watch it. And I am a person, I will let a show run its entire course and then I'll see if I like it. Don't do it to this show. No. I cannot believe I'm saying it. It is the hug you never knew that you needed.
And you needed it in 2020.
Baby.
In 2021. Didn't you?
Yes.
We needed it.
And you know what? Just for safe fucking measure, get the hug in 2022. We don't know yet. It's too early. But seriously, it's really good.
If you don't like spoilers, come back to us.
Yes.
We're going to talk about it. Okay?
Yes, come back.
I'm one of those. I don't mind. I can
love
know
spoilers.
What it's about, and
yeah.
I can still watch it. I'm cool. But if you're not,
but if it's on your to-do list,
then come back. If spoilers bother you,
fare thee well. Okay. We love you. But
that's just an FYI.
But now, if you have stayed with us, holy cow!
Right?
Holy cow!
Okay, let's talk about Ted. Don't we love Ted?
Girl, I want to do some things to Ted, okay? I can help Ted get past this little divorce, okay? I can.
Ted is so cute, y'all.
He's so self-aware.
Sweet.
But he's self-aware.
Is there anybody so sweet? And okay, season 2, we know why. Why?
Yes.
Why he's so sweet.
And that's the thing about it. It like anything else, you kind of got to stick with it. Because at first I'm like, okay, what gives? I mean, I did not dislike it, but I kept thinking like, but why? Like why?
Yeah, like
why?
Too much.
It's almost too much.
Way too much.
But then there's glimpses.
When you hear it.
Well, there's glimpses of humanity. Like when one of the players came to his room and he was like, you're not supposed to be here. Or I think it was Nate came to his room. You're not supposed to be here. To see that anger, it's like, okay, so he's a real person. Okay.
But he always circles back.
Well, because that's because he's self-aware and he's a good guy.
Yeah, he is. Oh,
being good doesn't mean that you never snap at someone or you're never mean. It just means that you take responsibility. And he always does that. Speaking of responsibility, one of the funniest scenes is when he goes into Rebecca's office and Sassy Smurf is sitting there. He's like, is the kid mine? She was like, she's 13, Ted. We had sex 6 months ago. And if I recall, you finished on my, don't tell it. It was so hilarious because even in that moment when she said, you finished on my, and they left it for our imagination. Listen, he ain't too happy-go-lucky to get it. So, again, you have these moments where he's human. And the mustache,
all the things.
This is
Ted gives us all the things.
We're a PG-13-ish podcast, but just put 2 and 2 together. A mustache and per her assertion, easy to please. I am now in love with Jason Sudeikis. I'm like, yo, Jason.
Well, he was my sex
He was when I was hating on it.
Yeah,
I fully look at me with my Ted. Let me circle back and apologize. and guys, this is now. I curse. The F word is used all the time. We've already talked about this. I love Roy Kent. He is my spirit soulmate. So when I say family, you and your spouse can sit down and unwind.
It's not very graphic.
It's not graphic.
I guess that's what we're saying. But
yes, but the verbiage you don't want to. Definitely sexual jokes.
Yeah.
Sexual
Maybe
humor.
Your high schoolers.
Yeah,
high schoolers could do.
High schoolers have heard the word fuck. Let's just be honest.
And the content would be really interesting to talk. With.
Yes,
that's a good.
These are those conversation centers.
Right.
Yes,
they really are. Okay, now what about Rebecca? Let's talk about Rebecca.
Let's talk. First off, Rebecca has had an emotional glow up that I am in love with. She became self-aware, and from the moment she got with Keely, and Keely's thing was, well, if you apologize, I feel better. It will impact how I feel about you. She just started getting her shit together. Listen, Rupert was a dirtbag. I get it. He was a cheater. He was a man whore. But own your part in it.
And she did.
And I was questioning, that was Sassy Smurf.
She had a moment.
We're entitled to
those. With her divorce, and she was just, doing that revenge thing.
Yeah,
she was on a revenge tour.
She was in that place.
So, but she came out of it.
And baby Higgins with his little jazz bass I love Higgins.
Love him.
She is grown. Now, as far as her love life is concerned.
What did we feel about her and Sam, y'all? Do we love that or not?
I love them. I loved her trying something new, doing something different. She wasn't using him. I mean, obviously they were in it together.
It was consensual.
But Rebecca has some unturned stones, and one of them is having a baby. That was obviously a very, very sore spot for her when, Rupert tells her that him and new Rebecca are expecting a baby.
That was.
And so she needs to reconcile her emotions with that. Sam is too young to know if he really wants to have kids or not.
Well, Sam and Rebecca, I don't mind that it happened, but I don't see it as a long-term thing.
Yeah. I want her to be swept off her feet by someone honest, but someone a little more life appropriate to her. When we say age appropriate, guys, we don't mean like 10 years younger, 10 years older. We mean has been through some shit. Like, has some life experience. She has some life experience, and she needs to be with someone
who has some life
experience.
Yeah. And of course, there's always the exception to the rule. So if they make that Sam, I won't hate it.
I won't hate it. I won't
hate it, but probably not.
I don't think that's the direction that they're going to take.
Yeah.
But I am cheering for Rebecca to be fully vulnerable, and she recognizes.
And I love them both.
I do too.
And I like
Sam Obasanya has no faults.
No. I like them together for the moment.
I did too.
But I just don't.
And he was so understanding.
And we love Sam. Think about it. Everybody in the show has daddy issues except Sam. He's the only one that's sane. And it all stems from crazy dads. Think about it.
Okay, I never thought about this.
Isn't that true?
Now that you're saying
you can trace every single person's issues back to their dad. Sam has a wonderful parent-child relationship with his father. So, and he's sane and mature and
sexy.
Just all the things.
That wasn't what you were going to say.
So, okay, what does that tell us?
Okay. But I still want to see
dads get it together.
Yeah, get your shit together. I just want to see more of Sam. More growth with Sam. I do. I'm curious about
maybe
the restaurant.
With somebody else.
And with someone, yes.
Maybe with somebody more appropriate. I don't want Rebecca to get hurt. I want her to find her happily ever after too.
And hey, Rebecca let him go. So Sam, you do what you want to do. Because all is fair. Yeah. All is fair. Okay.
Coach Beard. We got to talk about Coach.
Girl.
Connor, my son Connor loves Coach Beard.
My husband loves Coach Beard.
He's so funny.
He is intelligent.
He really
his intelligence far surpasses.
Has that wry sense of humor.
Yes,
very wry.
His intelligence surpasses the average person's intelligence for sure. Very high sense of humor, but I think that he is not self-assured. I think he wants to be. I think his kind of quiet, stoic nature makes you think that he is, but I do not believe that he is.
Well, I think masking some things.
It is. He puts up with Jane's crazy shit because of that.
He was kind of vacillating back and forth.
And he was triggered by some of her stuff.
They kind of had some issues, but they deserve each other.
They do.
Jane
Their crazies too. Play well together in the sandbox.
Yes,
yeah,
they do.
So
but he's great comic relief.
He is.
We love him with Ted. I love how Coach Beard handles stuff.
Now that's one thing.
Very like Roy in that way. Like just step up and handle it.
So what are you feeling? I was about to say when he stepped in and he just handled Jamie's dad, which I appreciated on so many levels. What are you thinking is going to happen with Jamie? Jamie has grown, baby, there is still more room for him.
He has been the surprise.
He was a surprise character.
Yes,
I loved to hate him. I like him, but I originally loved to hate him. He was just a piece of crap.
But we knew from the beginning, in the first season, when you see Ted sees his father being abusive, so his issue. Once again, back to the dads.
Yes.
But he has turned it around.
He really has. I want to see his growth. I want to know.
He needs somebody, not Keeley. We don't want him with Keeley.
No, I don't. That ship has sailed.
We hope.
I don't see them. I don't see them getting back together.
We want Roy and Keely together.
Oh,
don't
I want
we?
them forever.
Yeah.
Forever, ever.
Amen.
Forever, ever. But I think they both do a great job of honesty. They show, even if it's just cinematic, they show what honesty in a relationship can do. You don't always like it, but they are honest about, hey, this is what I did and I'm sorry. This person did this and I'm just letting you know.
Well, and having feelings about it. Like, yes. I like how there's an evolution.
Yes.
So, they're having fits and spurts and growing pains.
Yes.
Because Keely's doing her thing and Roy's a little
think about
insecure about it.
Her career is beginning.
Right.
His career
on the downswing.
He's transitioned. Well,
it's a different career.
It's a different career.
Yeah.
But his dream career of being a footballer has come to an end. He has retired. He is not a footballer anymore.
Right.
And that's where it's
They're
weird.
Having a little
issues. That's where the growing pains.
But he's grown so much.
Girl, he ain't got it. Roy Kent is so everything.
Be okay.
They will be okay.
Yeah,
they will be okay.
Love Roy. Okay, y'all. This is what did it for me. Why I love Roy. When Jamie's dad was abusive to him, and Coach Beard threw him out, and Jamie was just standing in the middle of the room, looking so forlorn, and Roy just
walked across that room.
That was it. I'm like forever in love with him.
Yeah, Roy can do
everything.
No wrong.
It was just everything. He was so decisive and so just determined,
and he knew what
to
he
get
needed.
There, exactly what he needed, and just scooped him up,
set aside personal differences,
and it was so beautiful.
It was.
So
I wanted to just beat up his daddy, but that's a whole different story.
Need a hug.
Yes,
and it was just so wonderful.
And that speaks to Roy's growth. That speaks to him and reading the situation. I don't think that heart was ever an issue with Roy.
But you didn't know how good he was.
You're right.
That was the moment.
He definitely had walls up where you didn't
wonderful.
know. Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was in love with him before then, but if we're being honest, I'm not gonna lie. But in that moment, I was like, this is what the team needs.
Yes.
Even if they don't need you as a captain, they need you as a leader. And that was what mattered to me.
Yes.
That's what mattered to me.
Because they all bring different things in the coaching
they do
thing.
Into the sphere. But I don't know what's going to happen with Jamie, but I am very interested to see what happens in his future.
He's ready for a relationship now.
I think he is.
Before he wasn't ready.
And isn't that always what it is? Like you date someone and they fuck you over and then they're so good to the next person.
She didn't. He did it himself.
Yeah.
He's such an idiot.
He wasn't.
He's just an idiot.
He did.
But, he's grown up and now he's ready. So we can let somebody come in for him. Okay. Not Keely. You're not taking Keely.
No, not Keely. I want to save this person for last because that's a tough one. Now, Keely. I think Keely...
Has she grown? Do you think Keely's shown any growth?
I do. I think that Keely has always been used to a certain kind of guy. Like she said it once to Rebecca, when I was 18, I was dating footballers and now I'm 32 and I'm still dating footballers. She has always been the it girl. She's always been the party girl, the popular girl. And I think her relationship with Rebecca made her want more. Badass bitch. I mean, I know that's Noah saying.
Do you think though that is that pulling her away from Roy though, do you think? Or
I think that Keely is going to have to reconcile that she can have it all. You can be a businesswoman and you can marry Roy and you all can, they're going to have to both find that balance though.
Yeah.
I
hope they do.
We
need a happily ever after.
We do.
For somebody
on there.
Okay, now let's circle back to Ted, y'all. Who do we want Ted with?
Girl. Okay, guys. So here's the ongoing issue for any lassoer. And it is, you got Sassy Smurf. And then you have the Dr. Sharon. And Lisa's face, y'all. If y'all could just see, Lisa is not about Ted and Sharon getting together.
Okay, this is me. This is the revenge Scorpio in me. Okay, since he got dumped by the wife, of course, I want Ted to have some really hot...
Who makes you feel like you've been hit by fucking lightning.
girl.
I know.
I know. Which really, at first, I was rooting for him and Rebecca. I have since changed my mind, and they are just
they're best
friends. Yeah, they're friends. But she's hot and gorgeous, and you just kind of wanted that type of a person.
He seems, but see, I think we're looking at it through our eyes, and that's kind of the issue here, because Ted, Sassy Smurf, is more girl next door.
Is she?
Yes. By comparison to Rebecca.
Hoish girl next door?
Listen, you can be a hoe and be the girl next door. But what I'm saying is, like, she's not lots of makeup and perfectly tailored dresses.
I mean, I don't mind her. Like, if that's the direction
I'm not rooting for her.
Oh,
I'm simply
not? Okay.
I'm saying I think Ted is going to meet. Yes.
Okay.
He is going to meet a girl next door.
Yes, she was.
Yeah, girl. Yes. We're not going to talk about it like that. But she was. But and if you're listening, we hate your character.
But we love you.
We like you.
And I didn't really even hate her. I mean, she wasn't trying to be mean. Shit happens. She just it wasn't.
They were together in high school, and it's all these years later. It was just done. Yeah. But I think he's going to meet someone, girl next door, but they need to have a heart that can see through his pain, because he is masking some pain for sure. And that's the pull. That's why people think Sharon, because they think, oh, well, she knows his deepest, darkest secrets. That don't mean they got to smash, y'all. Like, that don't mean that,
And Sharon, I don't see that.
Lisa's not about it, y'all. I just want y'all to know. She's not.
I don't know.
Now, here's the thing.
Because
Ted has been with his wife forever. Do I want him and Sharon to have sex? You damn right I do. I want him.
Don't.
I do.
I just don't. I don't.
She needs it. She is so uptight. You see all that alcohol on her counter, ain't getting it. She needs a little something in her life, and she obviously.
Ted, though.
Girl, that Marlboro Man might fix some stuff, honey. So if they sleep together, I'm okay with that. Come on, this is TV, guys. If they sleep together, I'm okay with it. I don't think they're going to end up together. She will not allow herself.
Well, what was in the letter? That's
now,
the
guys,
$60,000 question.
Since we're on Ted and Sharon and all that, do you believe? And please post. We're going to make a post about this. Post your response. Do you believe that they are going to ever show us the letter, or no? My husband says no. He said that. He said they.
Well, they got to allude to it. We need a little snippet.
He said they're not going to do it.
You don't think so?
I want them to.
I mean, did she profess love?
I want Ted to be sitting there,
reveal some secret
to him. Yeah,
it moved him. Whatever it was.
I want to tell y'all where I want Ted to be. I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't, if it happens, y'all don't think I got any type of Simpsons powers, okay? But I want Ted, you know how his hair is like crazy when he gets out of the shower because it's not like back? I want him to be sitting there with his little mustache brush and his hair kind of crazy, drinking whiskey as he does. And I want him to be reading this letter. And I want that to be an intro of some sort to a major scene. And then they kind of tell us what this is about, because he was hot. He showed up. He was ready to curse her ass out. The truest moment was he was like,
with the letter, though?
Yeah, remember, because she left the letter and then he went to her place. He's like, okay, fine, I'll read your stupid ass letter. Okay. When he said it, that was me, because everything is this stupid ass.
But then when he read the letter,
read it, he was moved to tears. It is something.
That's why I want to know.
It's pivotal. We have to know. So I want him to be there.
I need closure.
Yes. And can we listen, Ted is a whole human. And if the writers, or if you are an influencer of the writers, listen. We need a little more humanness with Ted, okay? Ted is always pretty damn put together.
Well, that's what we saw last season, though.
Yeah, we saw
him crack.
I want Ted shirtless. Let me be specific, because I get what we saw the emotional cracks, but like, can we make Ted a person?
Well, okay. Let's
Did Rebecca not become more real to you when she was in bed under them sheets with Sam?
But I think maybe Jason, not Ted, but Jason maybe doesn't want to do that. That's what I'm thinking. Well, Jason, and I don't need to see that. You can just tell us about it.
No, I need it to be more real.
You do?
Yes.
Well, just be hugged up. He could be hugged up with somebody.
They better be somebody good. That's what I'm going to say. He was
hugged up with the wife, and it was kind of cute till she dumped him.
No, they weren't.
You didn't think so?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I just want Ted.
This is what I think. writers, kill her off and let the
boy come back. Yes, I second that notion.
Kill her, just kill her.
Yes, and car accident. Let the son something instant, tragic. I don't want her to just die of anything bad.
Just die, and then
but let the son so he can be there. Yes,
the wife is gone.
Yes,
bye.
Yes,
and
please put Jane and Beard in counseling. I want them together.
No, they just need to stay weird. Just stay weird. They're okay.
They're so weird.
They are weird.
This fool FaceTimed her at a funeral. It doesn't get any more weird than that.
Yeah, they don't need counseling for that.
They do.
Every lid got a pot, okay?
And
that crazy lid found a pot. That crazy lid found a pot.
I mean, it is the most odd-shaped oblong pot. Y'all. And boom,
they're good. They're good.
Oh my gosh.
Now, do we have anything for Rupert? Rebecca, girl, wait. When Ted put him in his place with those darts, I could have jumped through the
because
TV
you need to be curious and not judgmental.
Yes, and kissed Ted. It was just wasn't that the perfect put down?
It was great.
Yeah, and Rebecca loved it. That's when I thought they were going to get together. I thought, look at him.
No, see, that's best friend stuff to me. That's best friend.
A little something there.
No,
yeah,
Rebecca is absolutely stunning. Okay,
she really is.
She is stunning in real life on the show.
But y'all know she was in Game of Thrones and she wasn't stunning.
Yes,
because my son told me, and I was like, "Where?" And he sent the picture. I was like, "Lord, makeup does some things for people, doesn't it?"
But she's a beautiful woman.
She is gorgeous.
She has an amazing voice
and body.
You know, she did the little Christmas special thing this year.
Yes.
So
she's gorgeous.
Beautiful
and
body.
Karaoke.
But yes. I mean, Frozen is not easy to cover.
Yeah.
But I do not think she is Ted's type. Yes, I'm willing to hurt your feelings. She is not Ted's type.
Whose type is she not? Who would not go for
Ted?
That? You know, I think
she is. You want to reserve a space for her.
I want Ted to have the hot girl because he got dumped.
But that's because what you want. We need Ted to have someone who is emotionally there for him. Because hot or not, if they're going to fuck him over, we're not going to be happy.
No, we don't want that. We want the hot girl to fall for Ted.
No, that girl doesn't have to be hot. She just needs to be there for him.
Okay, Connor
is Lisa's son, who is a psychic. He knows everything cool.
He feels that Ted shouldn't have, his redemption should not come from a woman, that the team winning and doing well will be the redemption. And then he goes back to the sun, rides off into the sunset.
I agree.
And that might, I
agree 3/4 with Connor. I do. 3/4. But I
don't want Ted to be just, it's like they almost have him asexual.
No,
baby. He kind of has a little.
No, I disagree.
I disagree. With Sassy, just when he has to.
No,
and the rest of the time he's
not
has.
Okay.
I don't like that.
I think this speaks to a huge cultural issue, which is that you have to be with someone to be happy. And that's not true.
I know that.
I think that he is content.
He was hurt by the wife and he was happy being married.
He was.
If she had wanted him.
Yeah, he was happy being married.
I'm wanting someone to want him.
I agree.
Want him back and just that come full circle. You just want to see him happy in that place where he was broken.
He was happy. Yeah, okay. I do agree with that.
That's what I want.
But
who am I? Just a viewer.
I think his little sex with Sassy Smurf, that was a human element for me. Like that was this guy is not a total saint.
I didn't mind it. I mean, I was happy for him. It was something to do.
But I think he's content. Like I say we. I think some of y'all are on board with me. We have to let Ted grow. Ted is going to counseling. Ted is working through his trust issues. Ted's growing.
Well, he needs to work through the daddy issues, which he does have.
Yeah, so let's let him. Let's let him work.
Panic attacks, and all that.
Yes,
but I mean, you can't have a little something.
He's gonna get there, Lisa. Let him be alone for a little bit.
Just saying.
Plus, we all want to think of Marlboro Man sexy in bed by himself.
I don't know.
I can't see him and Rebecca.
I
can't see them being.
No, I don't think.
Look at Rupert.
I'm over that.
Look at Rupert.
But I do want Rebecca with somebody.
I do.
Not Sam. I want Sam to have somebody. I want Rebecca. I want everybody to be happy. But
except for fucking Nate.
Oh yeah, we don't want Nate. We want to stab Nate, don't we?
Baby.
What happened? He just freaking flip.
Envy. Hello.
Oh my!
He is the face of green with fucking envy.
Another daddy issue.
Yeah,
another daddy issue.
But again, get over it. Fix it.
But it was with Ted.
No,
it was the dad. I mean, it was with his.
He was projecting it,
but he was wanting Ted to take over that daddy role.
But Ted ain't your daddy.
Well, I know.
Ted is.
And he's not just got mean. Even before he got mean, he had little glimpses.
He was teetering on me.
He was. He really was.
Did you put lavender in the laundry?
Even when Ted let him do the little talk with the team.
Yes.
He was kind of nasty with
He was. Yeah, he has some very nasty undertones.
The way, so he just turned.
But with Ted,
we want him to get run over by a bus. A train would work.
Yeah.
Something.
Or have a heart attack arguing with his dad.
Yeah, that's too nice.
No.
I want him to
lay there and suffer on the ground. But sorry, Nate. Now listen, Mr. Muhammad, I like you as a person, but as Nate, you could go to hell. But for Ted, I think we just want Ted to feel as loved as he makes other people feel.
That's it.
And my thing is, wherever that lands,
want him to have his person.
Yes, wherever that. But even if it's not with a person, as long I'm with Connor in the sense of whatever makes him that happy. I don't care what it is. Because for him, marriage, that ship could have sailed.
It could have.
That ship could have sailed. And in the meantime, hey, keep smashing. He's happy. Yeah. Keep smashing Sassy Smurf.
That's just such once in a while.
Okay, Lisa, just because you want to have sex all the time, I mean, Ted do. Ted is just fine. Ted is good.
Once a quarter. Once a quarter.
Ted is good. Ted walked in there, Sassy Smurf. Ted was good, girl. Ted was not upset. Ted was like, shit, I know where I'm going after work. Ted was fine. And she was Marlboro Man. You know, they had Rebecca.
They haven't understood.
Rebecca was the only one on the couch like, oh my God, this is for real, y'all. Like, everyone else was fine. They were fine. No, and it couldn't be bad. If I recall, you finished
yeah.
Ixnay on that with the boss here. You know, they were content.
Yes.
And I assure you, they didn't show it. But he got in his once a quarter. And Ted was fine. I think Ted's goal is to work through some of his own stuff. I really do.
And he's doing it.
And he's doing a damn fine job.
Yeah.
And if he just happens to smash Sharon and get her out of her rut.
But fix Sharon. I need
Sharon needs fixing too.
I need Sharon.
Girl, I need Sharon fixed
mentally. And I want Sharon to be a little va-va-va-voom.
But she's frumpy because she's in her funk. Her only happy place is a fucking bike that's like a what did Keely say? That's not a bike, that's a transformer. You know, like that's her only happy spot. Drinking. Well, and I don't know that she's happy as drinking. I mean, it's a not so good coping mechanism for her. Yeah, it is. And so I want to see them get fixed. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm gonna say something Lisa's not gonna like. They're going to be like Rebecca and Ted. They're going to be two people who are good friends to each other and help each other grow, but it is not going to be sexual. So Sharon's going to grow. I don't think so
either. I just heard some other people on the internet talking that they felt that Ted and Sharon could be a match. Yeah. And I mean, I don't mind that, but I just want her to be, isn't that terrible? But although, I mean, because he's not that, I don't know. I just want her to be a little more
attractive,
vamped up, you know, just because I want that for Ted. Yeah. He might not want that for himself.
But he may not want that for himself.
But I want him to have the va-va-va-boom revenge girl.
So to my understanding, again, guys, this was like, I just fell into it and fell in love. I believe it's been released in August. Is that right? When Ted Lasso usually comes out is August.
I think
it's August.
It was in the summer.
So we've got a good while yet. Now
they've begun.
They have. They started, and there's been some little chatter that one of the stars of the show did say that a new leading lady was going to come into the scene. We don't know for whom, but you know, because at this point it could be for Sam, it could be for Jamie, it could be for Ted. You know, just Rebecca. Based on for this conversation, Rebecca. Sex and the City spoilers there. So we don't know who, but we can hope that someone
we'll do third episode
for that one. Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah. So yeah, we can just hope that it's going to be someone good. Now, Nate.
We hate him. That's all we can say. We hate him, and he's got some big issues.
To speak to a little bit of the psychology, thinking about when he would spit in the mirror, I really had to analyze this because it just bugged me. Like, I just couldn't get past him spitting on himself. And the idea of how lowly you believe the regular you is, that you begin to buy into this mean facade that actually turns you into the asshole that you hate, all because you have undealt with trauma. And that's kind of the psychology when people say hurt people. And, you know, I think about a lot of my clients and I hear their stories, and they're doing to their children exactly what was done to them, and then exactly what was done to the person before them. And
but that just shows you, what's the word? The power of fatherhood.
Yes.
Because in just that way that you get your name from your dad.
Yes. Yeah.
You get, I mean, that says it all.
It does.
So when that person from whom you get your name
belittles you
and tells you that
undermines you. Yeah.
You believe it.
You believe it. Yes.
You believe it.
And so much
he
so.
has such self-loathing.
So much so that when Rupert came along, it was all he needed. It was like when Rupert came along, when he felt like he couldn't get it from Ted, he ran to Rupert. I mean, really, come on, Rupert.
But the sad thing was, he was telling Ted, you know, you took the picture, away, but he had it at home.
It was at home. But then that goes into communication. That goes into what we said about like Roy and Keeley.
So he did treasure
it.
It wasn't that he
so much can be
thought
solved.
So little of it, but so sad.
As a matter of fact, he thought so much of it that it became a personal heirloom. Hey, I'm taking this with me to my space, my personal, but the lack of communication.
But the other good dad besides Sam's dad is Higgins.
Yeah, girl.
We see Higgins
is a great daddy, a great husband.
Great husband. Yes. I loved the little snippet with
Higgins got to be
which
good at something because they got 5 boys,
something like that.
So they've been, he been good at something. 5 children, my gosh. And so yes, and it does. It shows you the power of fatherhood. It does. It shows you.
And if you're gonna dabble in it, do it.
Do it. Yes.
Don't just leave it alone. If you're not gonna fool with it,
quit leaving these broken
alone.
people out here. Seriously.
Yeah.
So our sexiest man alive this week, neither of us will pick Nate.
Oh, heck no. I don't mean no harm, but Nate. Even if he was still nice, Nate just ain't my cup of tea.
I liked Nate at first.
Did you?
Oh, I did. And I was like, this son of a biscuit.
Not my type. Too short and too, you're lovely. I'm sure you're a lovely man.
Person, but not your type.
Not my type, not my jam.
Okay, so mine this week is Trent Krim, no longer with the Independent. Baby,
cute.
Trent is so... He's just so handsome.
Kind of got that boomer hippie vibe.
He does. The long hair, the hippie vibe. I just feel like we would smoke weed in a field, and make love. Like, so I love his real name is
she
James
got to him first,
I did,
y'all. So I was left with Rupert. But I do like Rupert.
Rupert is sexy, though.
Rupert is sexy. He's an asshole. But he is sexy.
But don't we love those assholes?
We love, but just the character. But he plays in a lot of things.
He does.
And he is a very distinguished gentleman.
Yeah.
Lovely accent and just sexy in that way.
He is.
That powerful, businessy way.
Yeah, he is. He's very sexy.
Yeah.
So those were 2 good picks because if you all recall, or if you've been listening,
Anthony Heel.
That's his name. Okay,
yeah, that's his name in real life.
Yeah, if you've heard us before, Lisa has already picked Jason Sudeikis before in the past,
so he's still my jam.
Of course, Roy Kent was mine. I think 2 weeks ago. So
Roy is everybody's jam.
He's here. He's there.
He's everywhere. Everybody loves Roy.
He's handsome. He is
very sexy,
and just the hairiness. There's something about it that's
do you love that? Yeah. It's so manly.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very funny because in my own personal life, that's not at all the case. And so it's like, I have no idea why his primitive bareness is like a thing for me.
Well, because you like what you don't have.
I guess so. And y'all probably listen to this and think, does this woman's husband listen?
Crazy?
Yes, he does. And my husband,
weird things.
And my husband and I communicate like Roy and Keeley. We really are very open. And so he's always just laughing.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah.
I have a Roy Kent sticker on my water bottle.
Yeah. Roy is the jam.
Roy is all over my English muffins. I love Roy. Big beard, little beard, playing soccer, football and not football, and he's our jam. Well, guys, let us know your predictions for the upcoming season. We're going to make a post about this just because we want to hear.
And what you watching?
Yeah, and what else are you watching?
Yeah.
Ted Lasso's not the only thing.
There's some stuff going on lately. We've been talking about it soon.
Yeah, we're going to... we will have another episode. Lisa's sucking me into something. Guys, it's bad.
But I am a bad influence.
Yes, on TV, yes. It was great to chat with you guys. Again, email us. Get on our Instagram, Are You Free for Coffee? We want to hear who you're loving and who you're hating.